Right. Good morning, everyone. All the students, is it the screen is visible? All the online students, could you please everyone respond in the chat window? I request all the online students need to respond in the chat window. Okay, perfect, guys. Right. Let's get started then. So the one we have been discussing about this particular perspective of basic program, and then we have been moved into medium level of the programs here. So as part of this particular basic program and then taking with this particular medium level of the program, we got that particular perspective of it will be taking with this text boxes and then taking with the buttons and then taking with the links and then verification and then test data and then mouse over and then frames and then alerts, keyboard actions, drop down, check boxes. So how we can get automate these particular individual objects, that is what we have been discussing. Now, continued with the same thing, we need to be get understood. It will be taking with these particular wait statements. So while working this particular wait statement, so what exactly mean by this particular wait statement and how exactly we can go with this particular perspective of wait statements here. So let's see that, let's look into that, how exactly we can go with these particular things here. As simple, the very first understanding while working this particular playwright. So while working with this particular playwright, we got built-in weight handling. First understanding which it will be taking with built-in weight handling by using this particular await statement. So by using that particular perspective of await, we got a built-in functionality of that particular wait statement. Because of that, externally, we doesn't require. Externally, again, we doesn't require to go with in writing, right? So externally, we doesn't require to go with in having in writing that particular wait statement code. But no, sir, still we want to be get handle. Then we can take with the help of this particular wait statement. In that, the one wait statement, we can mention that wait for timeout. The one wait statement, it will be mentioning that wait for timeout. Another one, it will be taking. Another one is it will be taking with wait for. In the same way, it will be using wait for, it will be taking with load state. So these are some of three common wait methods which we can use it externally. Not only these three wait statement, not only these particular three, still we can go with other wait methods also, but most of the time we can consider these three will be some common wait methods here, which we will be taking with wait for timeout, and then it will be taking with wait for, then it will be taking with wait for load state. So what exactly the purpose and the functionality of these three wait statement? Wait for timeout, we can mention it will wait It will wait until provided time has to be completed. It will wait until provided time has to be completed. As an example, you given the time of 5000 milliseconds. Just assume that you given the time of that particular 5000 milliseconds. So it can be any time, 2000, 3000, 5000, whatever it can be. The functionality or the purpose of these particular wait for timeout. The purpose of this particular wait for timeout, we can mention that it will wait, it will wait until provided time has to be completed. It will wait until provided time has to be completed. That is what it will be taking with this particular wait for timeout. Okay. Whenever the program is executing, while executing this particular wait for timeout, it will not look into that. It will not be looking into that either required object or element or any page has been available. It doesn't worried about all those things here. Either page is loaded or object has been available. It will not look into all those particular things. You given some time, it will wait until that particular time has to be completed. As a given some time, it will wait until that particular time has to be completed. As simple, we can say that it will wait until provided time has to be completed. So that is what it will be taking with this particular perspective of wait statement. Okay. In the same way, it will be taking with wait for. If I'm just taking with this particular wait for, if I'm just taking with this particular respective wait for, this is we can mention it will wait, it will wait until provided condition, provided condition, the condition related to web page to be provided condition has to be completed. That means while working with the wait for, you will be writing condition. So the condition, it should be related to that particular perspective of web page. As an example, you want to wait until login button has to be available, or you want to wait until that particular text has to be available. So any condition related to the web page, related to the web page, you need to be get right. Related to the web page, you need to be get right that particular respective condition. So that is what you will be taking with these particular respective of conditions here. Okay. So that you will be mentioning that you will be taking with this particular wait for. In the same way, you will be taking with wait for load state. If I'm just taking with wait for load state, we can mention it will wait until, it will wait until the whole page has to be available. It will wait until the whole page has to be available. So that is what I will be taking with this particular wait for load state. We got wait for timeout, and then we got wait for condition, and then wait for load state here. So whenever you're working this particular one, which you will be taking with these three steps here. So which you will be taking with these three external statements, we can use it. Now see the conclusion. First we got an a wait for timeout. That is, we are already very regularly we are using whatever the time you provided, it will wait until provided time has to be completed. Then you will be taking with the wait for, it will wait for particular condition until the condition has to be satisfied, it will wait it. Then you will be taking with wait for load state. Wait for load state, it will wait until that particular whole page has to be available. Now let's see that how exactly we can utilize these particular thing. So for that, as usual, we need to get go with in writing that particular respective program. So let's look into that how exactly we can go with in writing that particular program. Okay. As usual, first we need to get go with in creating that particular test folder. So under test folder, you will be creating that particular new file, providing that particular file, taking with tc underscore, that is related to wait statement. You will mention wait statement dot spec dot ts. Okay. As usual, all the steps will be the same. First, I will be taking with import, then you will be taking with test model from playwright. Then you will be writing test method. So one test method is equal to one test case. You will be taking with that particular respective of test method. We need to be get open that particular respective of test method. So we'll be taking with that particular wait statement. Then you will perform that particular test step, which you will be taking with that particular respective of test steps here. Okay. So if I'm just taking with this particular respective of test step, if I'm just taking with these particular respective of test steps, see here. This particular one, as usual, first I will be taking with await. Then you will be taking with page dot go to. First we got to open the application. Now we need to be get enter username. Let's see here. So before that, I'm just taking with await. You will be providing page dot wait. Now we can see different type of wait methods. As part of the requirement, we can utilize it. One will be taking with wait for timeout. So it will wait until this particular whole time has to be completed. For the confirmation, which it will be printing with the statement mentioning that it will be taking with console.log. Then we got printing with the statement mentioning the application open. Okay, done. After that, now we need to be get enter username and then entering that particular password. So before entering that particular username, first we need to wait until this particular text box has been available, or text box has been visible. Otherwise, you can go with login name has to be visible. You can write any of that particular condition mentioning that you will be taking with wait for username text box to be visible. Wait for that particular username text box to be visible, which you will be taking with, you will be working that particular perspective of wait for, which you will be taking with that particular wait for. So what it has to wait? It has to wait for this particular text box. That particular text box need to be get visible here. So that is what you will be taking with wait statement. Then you will be taking with in entering that particular wait statement. So page dot, which you will be taking with this particular respective of page dot. You will be taking with that particular locator, which you will be taking with that particular locator. You will be providing that particular name, and then you will be taking with entering that particular username. Next, I'm taking with mentioning that wait for password label. Wait for password label to be visible. So that particular password label need to be get visible, or otherwise I will be mentioning that password text is visible. So that particular password text has been visible. So then you need to be get go with in writing that particular step which you will be taking with that particular XPath. So here we need to go with the password. We got the tag name of TD and we got an A, this particular password. So now I can see that I will be taking with this particular one, which I will be mentioning that I will be taking with text. Right. So which you will be taking with text equal to. You need to be get provide that particular password. So text equal to, we need to be get provide that particular state has been visible. After that, we need to be get click on login button. We need to be get click on that particular login button. Okay. Now to click on that particular login button, okay, not enter it. So need to be get enter that particular password, and then you will be taking with that particular, okay, which need to be get go with this particular respective of visible, which you will be mentioning that you will be taking with visible. Then you will be taking with login, login completed. After that, so here I'll just print with the statement mentioning that login completed. After that, you need to be get go with click on log out option. You will be taking with click on log out option. That you will be taking with, you will be doing that particular click activity. You will go with await page dot. You will be using that particular get by role. So we are providing that particular respective of get by role. So which you will be taking with that particular get by role. So thus you will be mentioning that you will be taking with this particular respective one log out completed. So this is what you will be taking. Once you done with logout has been completed. Once that particular logout is completed, you need to wait. That particular whole login page has to be available. So you need to be wait until login page. Okay, login page is loaded or available. Further, you will be taking with await page dot. You will be mentioning that wait for load state, which you will be taking with that particular wait for load state. Okay, so which you will be taking with load. That means it will wait until that particular respective of whole page has to be available. It will wait until that particular respective of whole page has to be available. Once it is available, then it will be performing that particular next step. You see the whole program here? If I just go with this particular whole program, first we got import model, importing test model. Then you will be taking with test method. And then you will be taking with this particular open the application. First, we are waiting for that username text box is visible. Then enter the username. Then password label is visible, the text. Then enter the password. Then button has been visible. Click on the button. Then checking the logout. Then wait for login page has to be available. Then it's need to be get closed that particular application. Now let's see here how exactly it will be working. That is what it will be mentioning that it will be taking NPX and then it will be taking playwright that it will be taking with test. It will be providing that particular file name. TC underscore wait statement dot spec dot ts, then it will be taking with headed mode. See the execution now. Not like mandatory that to write wait statement, but if you want to handle externally, we can go with this wait statement. First waiting it, now it's need to be get go with enter that particular username. This is capital. So this will check the logout option. That is capital L or small l. Okay. Now we can see that it's need to be get able to wait doing that particular login. So now we can see here. So whenever you have been taking with the execution, right? So which it will be taking with, it will be having this particular respective step, which it will be taking with, it will be having these particular respective steps here. Okay. So let me try once again. I'll just execute once again. See that how fast it will be executed. Only for wait for timeout, it will be taking with the more time here. Okay. Now see that how fast it is executing here, right? So this is what it will be mentioning that it will be taking with these particular respective steps here. Right. So this you will be getting working with these particular respective of wait statements here. So based on that particular program requirement, you will be taking with these particular respective of wait statement. So what are the wait statements we got? Wait for timeout. It will wait for the whole time has to be completed. Wait for whatever the condition you written, it will take that particular condition. Then you will be taking wait for load state. It has to wait until the whole page has to be available. As part of our program, after clicking on the logout, we given the wait for load state. By that, what it has to wait, once I done with the logout, if I click on the logout, this page has been loading. This whole page, every object, every element, it has to wait until the whole page has been available. So once that particular whole page has been available, then it will be taking with next step. So that is what it will be taking with that particular respective of load state here. So in this way, I can go with and utilizing these particular respective wait statements here. I mean, as part of that particular program requirement, we need to be get comfortable in understanding how exactly we can go with these particular respective statements here. Right. So this is what I will be mentioning that in working this particular wait statement. Okay. Similar to this, we got another option. That is what I will be taking with file upload. Write with the new heading. You can just write with the new heading. Mention that you will be taking with file upload. Right. So if I just taking with this particular one, see here. So just write with the new heading, mention that file upload using Playwright. File upload using Playwright. That means with the help of the Playwright automation or while working this particular Playwright automation. So while working that particular Playwright automation, if you want to get go with this particular one. So Playwright automation, if you want to automate file upload functionality, how exactly we can automate it. As an example, previously we are already done with in automating with the test case of add new employee. We have been already done with in taking with the test case of add new employee. Okay. So that I will be mentioning that I will be taking with adding with the new employee, providing that particular first name and providing that particular respective of last name. So providing that particular respective of first name and then providing that particular respective of last name. Okay. So here we got an option of upload in a file. To upload in a file, I'm clicking on the button. Once I got click on the button, I'm selecting that particular required file. That means let me understand manual options. Manually, if I want to be get upload in a file. Manual options. Manually, if I want to upload in a file, first option I will be taking with click on button. That means it will be clicking on choose file button or upload button, or it will be taking with this particular, okay, choose file button, or it will be taking with upload button, or it will be taking with browse button, whatever it can be. You have to click on the button and then it will be uploading with the file. This is one particular approach. So one approach is it will be taking with clicking on that particular respective button. It will be followed that particular respective approach here. Okay. Then it will be taking with this particular second option. So if I'm just taking with this particular respective of second option, I mean another alternative option. So if I'm just taking with another alternative option, so that is what it will be taking with this particular next step. Thus, I can mention drag and drop. Drag and drop. I mean, we can drag the file and then we can drop the file. So whenever you want to be get upload, it will be dragging with the file and then it will be taking with dropping with the file. We can say that drag and drop. This is one approach. Another one it will be taking with file path. So which I will be taking with that particular file path. So now if I'm just considering this particular manual option, if I'm just considering this particular respective of manual option, as part of that particular manual option in simple, first I will be taking with clicking on that particular respective button and then performing drag and drop, then file path. To see the concept, these are manual options. These particular manual options we need to be get automated. We need to be get automated. See the understanding. So what I want to automate, click on the button. This we can automate. But once you click on the button, it got open the window. In the name itself, we are clearly saying that file upload window. In the name itself, we are clearly saying that file upload window. That means that is a window. The name itself it is mentioned here. While working with the playwright, the main drawback is we cannot automate anything related to Windows. So while working with the playwright, we cannot automate anything related to Windows here. That means playwright has been supporting purely for web-based applications. Playwright has been supporting purely for web-based applications, not like Windows-based applications here. So that is what it will be taking with these particular respective steps here. Send this way, it will be able to go with this particular one. That means this approach we cannot automate it. So this approach we cannot automate it. Then you will be taking with drag and drop. That means you need to drag the file. But again, this is a Windows operating system. In the Windows operating system, you need to drag it you need to drop the file. But the name itself, it is mentioned Windows operating system. So as that is related to the Windows, we cannot automate with the help of the Playwright. This particular approach also, we cannot automate with the help of Playwright. Okay, then you will be taking with path of the file. This is, you are not performing any click activity. You are not dragging any file. The path means which file you want to upload, you are entering path of the file. Enter path of the file. Path of the file to be uploaded. To be uploaded. Enter path of the file to be uploaded. So that is what I will be taking with these steps here. So which I will mention that enter path of the file to be uploaded. So that is what I will be taking with these particular steps. So in this way, we need to be get go with in having that particular file upload using Playwright. That means while working with the Playwright, clicking on the button, this approach we are not automating. Drag and drop, we are not automating. File path, we are providing, we are entering path of the file. So that is what we need to be get go with in automating it. So here also, entering path of the file is, you will recognize this particular text box and they will provide path of the file to be uploaded. So let's see that how exactly we can automate this particular functionality. That I will mention tc underscore, it will be taking with file upload dot spec dot ts. It will be taking with file upload dot spec dot ts. So in this way, we need to be get go with in mentioning these particular steps here. Now all the steps will be the same. We are continued with add new employee test case. For that, I'll go with import and then it will be taking with that particular respective of the test. And then it will be utilizing that particular respective of test method. Then we need to be get provide that particular description. It will be taking with file upload. First, I will be taking with that particular test step. It got open that particular application. After that, you need to be get go with enter that particular username and then it will be taking with password. Entering that particular username and password. And then once it got enter that particular username and password, you need to be get provide wait statement. So once it got enter that particular username and password, it will be taking with that particular wait statement. So here you are just printing with the statement username password is enter. And as usual, click on login button. You will be clicking on login completed. As we are already knowing, we need to be get click on add button that is available in frame. Because of that, enter into frame. Enter into frame. So to enter into the frame, it will be taking with that particular frame locator. If I'm taking with that particular frame locator, it will be taking with iframe and then mention that id equal to right menu. As we are already remember, directly we are providing. Otherwise, we need to refer that particular HTML code. From the HTML code, we need to be get take with the help of these things here. From that particular HTML code, we need to take with the help of these things here. Okay, so let's see that. Let's look into this. Then you will be taking with clicking on add button. Once you got click on that particular add button, you will be providing that particular wait statement. Okay, then you will be mentioning that console.log add button. After that, it will be mentioned which it will be taking with enter employee details. I mean, it will be taking with employee first name and last name. In the frame only, inside of that particular frame, you are entering that particular respective of right. So which I will be taking with that particular respective of first name and then taking with last name. After that, you have to click on the save. But before clicking on the save, need to be get upload a file. You can upload any of that particular file. You can just go with in uploading any of that particular file. Now you can see that how it will be taking with file upload. We are using built-in method name. So while working with the playwright, to upload in a file, you will be taking with the method name that it will be taking with set input files. Set input files is a predefined method which has been used to upload a file. Which file you want to be get upload, you need to be get provide path of that. We need to be get provide path of the file. Let's see that. So whatever that particular file you want to be get upload, it will be taking with that particular path desert.jpg. Just will provide this particular one. Mention that it will be taking with this particular file name. Okay, so which it will be mentioning that right. So which I will be taking with that particular file name. As we are already knowing, we need to be get provide to forward slash or I will be taking with backslash. Whenever you are providing path of the file. So whenever you are providing path of the file, you need to be get provide to forward slash or you will be taking with this particular one of backslash here. I mean, two backslash or single forward slash. Then we got find that particular upload button taking with the statements employee image uploaded. And after that, it will be taking with click on save button. It will be taking with the save. And after that, it will be taking with click on log out option. It will be taking with log out completed. So as simple, the conclusion is we need to understand that we got a predefined method name which it will be taking with set input files. We got a predefined method name which it will be taking with set input files. Here the conclusion is if we look into till now, almost from the 1 week or 10 days, you are working with the playwright. But till now, did you written any of your own method? Till now, did you written any of your own method? No, right? So we have not written any of the own methods here. So just we are taking with everything predefined methods only. So everything we are writing with predefined methods, utilizing all the predefined methods. which are already available in the playwright. That will be taking with set input files. Okay. Then you will be taking with this particular next step, which you will be taking with that particular next step. So this is you will be taking with the save button, taking with the logout and close the application. So let's see how exactly it will be working it. You need to be get go with that particular execution. NPX you will be taking with the playwright and then test file name tc underscore file upload dot spec dot ts. I will be taking with tc file upload dot spec dot ts, which I will be taking with enter. So this is what I will be mentioning that I will be taking with these steps here. So that I will be mentioning that. Let's see here. Okay. We'll go in headless mode. Let it be executed. So login completed. That particular add button has been clicked. Now employee first name, last name entered. Employee image is uploaded and then clicked on save and taking with that particular logout. So in this way, we got an option. It will be taking with this particular perspective of file upload. Let's see here. I'll be just taking with edit mode. So now it's need to take with the login. Now it will click on add button. Now first name, last name is entered. File will upload desert.jpg uploaded, taking with the save and then taking with the logout, close application. So this is how we need to be get go with in working with this particular respective file upload. So while working with the real time, these many functionalities we need to be get uploaded. It's totally depends on that particular requirement. These many functionalities need to be get uploaded. It will depends on that particular requirement. So based on that particular requirement, it will be taking with these particular steps. So in this way, we need to be get go with in working with in automating different type of functionalities. So we got that particular wait statement and which it will be taking with file upload. So all these are regular concepts. Automating with the text boxes, automating with the buttons, or taking with the check boxes or drop down. All these are regular concepts only. While working any of that particular automation tool, these are considering the regular concept. So now, apart from this, we need to be get understand another concept that it will be taking with promise.all. So while working this particular playwright, we got a concept of promise.all. So what exactly the meaning of promise.all? You can write with the new heading and make a note of this particular perspective of description, including this particular syntax. First, you can write with the new heading. All the online students also. Please write with the new heading, mention that promise.all and make a note of this particular description. Make a note of the description, including that particular perspective of syntax. Just continue up to that particular highlighted one, guys. Just make a note of the syntax also. So particularly while working this particular playwright, so in case of Selenium or other automation tool, you will not have this concept, but particularly while working with the playwright, we can expect this particular concept. Just make a note of up to that particular respective highlighted one. So we'll understand that what exactly the meaning of this particular promise dot all. All the online students also just continue up to that particular highlighted one. All the online students, everyone has been done. Right. So let's understand what exactly mean by these particular promise dot all, how exactly it has been came into the picture. So what exactly the meaning of this particular promise dot all and how exactly it has been came into the picture. Let's see that. Let's look into that. Okay, done. Now see the concept, the meaning of this particular promise dot all. If I'm just taking with the meaning of this particular promise dot all. See the name here. The name itself, it is saying that promise dot all. Now, the meaning of this particular statement is in simple to perform multiple actions, to perform multiple actions at same time. Okay, the meaning is parallel, right? So rather than you will be taking with one by one, you will be taking with this particular perspective of parallel. That is what you will be taking with promise dot all. That means if you have any requirement of to perform multiple steps, multiple actions at the same time, you will be taking with this particular promise dot all. So while working this particular promise dot all, you will be writing that particular await and then you will be providing promise dot all. So here you will be taking with that particular step 1. There is no colon. Statement will not end it. You will be taking comma. And then you can write step 2. So that is how you will be giving. Now these particular two steps will perform together, will perform parallelly. And the wait statement which is applicable for whole promise dot all individually we cannot avoid, we cannot provide any of the wait statement. For example, in between of these two I cannot write wait statement. So this is mentioning that which it will be taking with await is applicable for whole steps, applicable for whole steps here inside of promise dot all, inside of promise dot all we cannot. Okay, so we cannot provide wait statements. We cannot provide wait statement. So that is what it will be taking with promise dot all. So this is how we can utilize these particular concept. So the concept is very simple. If you have any requirement of to perform multiple step at same time, then it will be taking with promise dot all. So let's see that how exactly we can do that. So for that, so for easy understanding purpose, I'll just go with that particular program. It will be taking with this particular respective of login, logout. Let me take with the same program. So previously we done with this particular login, logout. I'm just using same program. I'm just using with the same program. Let's see here. New file mentioning that tc underscore promise all dot spec dot ts. So promise all dot spec dot ts. Okay. So now we can see that it will be taking with this particular whole program, the same program as it is, I have been done it. So here I will be just making within the description. This is, I will be mentioning that it will be taking with promise all. Okay, done. So now see the concept here. What I'm trying to do is, this is entering the username, and after that entering with the password. So now I'm taking with, I'll just ignore entering with the password and then clicking on the button. Entering with the password and clicking on the button will perform together. See here, which I will be taking with, it will be mentioning that await. It will be taking with promise dot all. Inside of that particular promise dot all, see here. Inside of this particular, so which it will be taking with this particular step. Then I will be taking with this particular next step. Entering that particular password, then it will be taking with click on that particular login button. So we have been not given the semicolon. If I given a semicolon, it will given an error. So which it will consider that particular comma symbol. Now what it has to do? So whenever it has been entering that particular username, once username got entered, it's need to be get performed entering with the password and clicking on the button. Both the steps will try to perform together. I mean parallel. Rather than taking with the one by one, it will be taking with parallel. Now we can see how it will be executing. So now NPX, it will be taking playwright test. Provide the file name tc underscore. It will be taking with promise all dot spec dot ts, and then it will be taking with headed. So now we can see here. So at the time of execution, please be observe very clear. Entering with the password, clicking on the button, together it will perform. Now we can see. You can see in the top, right? Entering with the password and clicking on the button, it has been performing together. So that is what it will be taking with promise.all. That means as part of this particular playwright or as part of this automation, if you want to be get perform that particular multiple steps together, we can take with the help of promise.all. Let me execute once again here. You will be able to see both the steps has been performing together. Centering with the password and click on the button. See here, together it has been performed, then it will be taking with that particular logout. So in this way, we can go with in utilizing this particular respective of promise.all. So this is what it will be taking with this particular respective of basic program, and then it will be taking with medium level of the program. So this is what it will be taking with basic program, then it will be taking with medium level of the programs here. So then we need to be get start with advanced programs here. So from Monday, we'll get start advanced programs here. Lot of advanced programs has been there. Once we complete advanced program, we can complete part 1 of the training program. Then you will be starting with the part 2. Part 2 of the training program, the more advanced concepts here. From Monday, we'll discuss advanced program. But after completion of that, again, we need to start with the part 2 here. If you want to be get understand part 2 of the concepts, it's mandatory that you need to very clear about part 1 of the concepts here. So because of that, you can just go with the regular practice. Please spend with the enough time into the practice. And tomorrow you will have an exam. By the end of the day, you will be receiving with the exam link to your WhatsApp number. By the end of the day, you will be receiving that particular exam link to your WhatsApp number. Just you can take care about that. You can write an exam for tomorrow. So exam timings 9:30 to 10:30, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Just take care about that particular exam and continue all that particular practice here. So slowly we done with a lot of programs here. We got that basic program and medium programs here. So please continue all that particular respective practice. You can utilize that particular offline lab or you can utilize online lab, but make a continue that particular practice. So I'm hoping that all you guys collected your hard copy of the materials. Is it everyone collected your hard copy of the materials? So from the institute, I will be getting with the particular hard copy of the materials for free only. Just you can collect with the hard copy of the materials here. Still the people not collected, you can collect it. So in case from other locations, in case of other locations, just cross-check with the management team about the courier option here. In case of other locations, you can cross-check with the management team for the courier option. Within Hyderabad, you can collect from the institute. If you are very far away from the institute, you can utilize your Rapido parcel option. From your side, you can book that Rapido parcel option. We'll be sending with the materials here. Because when you refer that particular hard copy, that will make you more comfortable to understand the things. Just take care about that particular materials also here. Okay, clear everyone? Right. Any questions? You guys can carry on your questions.
Suresh, oh,
Yeah,
as per promise, all will be performing two actions parallelly. No, if
correct.
if click performs earlier than the fill, so then it will fail, right?
No, repeat the question again.
Here, two actions we are performing parallelly. So click action, if it is happened quickly compared to
Hmm.
fill, so that time the test case will fail, right?
No, I mean, this action is not performed, this will fail it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
No,
So
though it
here,
is performed, but it performed lately.
no, if it
So
is performed, no. Here, how this is working is, that is the reason you have been applied the wait statement here. This await, which is for promise all. That means for these two statements, this is applicable. It will wait until both the actions has to be performed.
okay.
So now assume
If you
that
give
click
one by
action.
one, also it will be same, right?
Hmm. No, when you're giving one by one, you're giving with the individual await for both the things, right?
Yeah,
So
correct.
here for these particular two things, for the whole promise all, it is taking with the wait statement.
Okay. Could you please tell a real time example for this?
You will get tomorrow. I mean, in advanced program, we'll be using it. So that is the reason I've been just given the basic.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll be taking with these particular one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Next.
Sir,
Yeah.
do we need to file have in same project folder?
No, no. Repeat the question again.
The file should be in the project folder or something else.
No, it can be anywhere. In your local system, it can be anywhere. It's not like mandatory of the project folder only. You're
Oh,
providing with the path of that. Just that path should be correct. Right.
okay.
Right. So hard copy, you will be getting not only PDF file, so you will be having manual testing details also will be there in the PDF, I mean hard copy material. Okay, right. Yeah.
Suresh, I have one more question. So
Yeah.
for file upload in Selenium, we have options, no, like auto it or something, robotic kind of actions. So
That is third.
in
Hmm.
sorry,
So here you don't have any third party tools, but keyboard
okay,
actions you can, that
only
can be
this.
done.
Okay, for
Yes.
all controls means for all the applications, only set upload. All, will this works or any
It
other
will work.
options also we use?
No, we'll be using the set input files. That method will be working better.
Okay. And one more question
Okay.
related to weight. We have implicit weight and explicit weight in Selenium. Similarly, here
Hmm.
also we have await. We will use it, and
As in,
explicit weight also we do have some statements. So how additionally means it avoids tests to fail. Means it won't fail, right? Compared to Selenium, the failure rate is very less in. Playwright, how it is achieved or how it is happening?
in Selenium, that whatever the explicit weight is there,
Yeah,
explicit weight equal to your wait for method. Okay. So
yeah,
that and then implicit weight. Implicit weight is this is equal to wait for load state. and you have a thread dot sleep. Thread dot sleep is related to wait for timeout. That's it. It's simple, easy understanding. So
Okay.
thread dot sleep is equal to the wait for timeout. Explicit wait is for wait for. Implicit wait is for wait for load state.
Okay. In Selenium also we do have same options. So in that case, how Playwright is giving more stable execution compared to
In Selenium, do we have an await statement?
await, not await, but implicit wait we do give, right, sometime.
No,
And
that,
explicit
so
wait also we are giving.
see, that is what here what will happen is these are the external wait statements. If required, we can applicable. But while working with the playwright, what is the advantage when you compare with the Selenium? You got an await because what this await statement will be doing. So whenever you are working with the Selenium, we have to externally need to write an await statements related code. But while working with the playwright, for every statement you are adding with the await. By this, what will happen? So this await statement is applicable for this particular whole statement. It will wait until this whole statement has to be completed. So if it is completed fast, it will come execute faster way. It is taking time, it will make a slowdown. So this kind of things not there in Selenium here. Okay.
Okay, sorry, last question. We are giving a load, right? One of the wait statements we'll be giving load. So LOAD, if we give it, is it going to identify or it depends
No,
on
we can
any application?
give anything if you're not providing also it will work it. Not like
You-
for
you-
understanding
Yeah, if
purpose,
I want to provide, is it a small LOAD or capital LOAD or
we can mention. If you mention capital letter of L also it will work.
oh, okay. It's not like
Yeah.
a locator or something.
No.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Right. Next.
Sir, can you share the code promise.on?
Repeat the question.
Can you share the code you have written in that in the notepad or something? The code, the promise.on.
I will upload it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you just share tomorrow's curriculum, like what are the what are the chapters we need to prepare for the exam tomorrow? Just share
Tomorrow is
the.
but today you are asking this question. I told like 10 days back only, up to object identification. Up to object identification, the exam will be there. Okay.
Yeah, so that the full curriculum is there in the folder, like up to object identification.
So from the day one of our session to object identification, what we discussed it, on those concepts, we will be having an exam for tomorrow. Okay. Is that clear? Okay. Next. Yeah.
Could you please explain that promise on which statement we have to provide that promise also? How can we do?
No, repeat your question.
We written that under the promise form, providing the password and also keeping the login button. Both the statements you written under promise only, under the promise form. How can we do that?
As simple as for easy understanding purpose, I mentioned those particular steps. It's not like mandatory that you have to mention only that particular step. So in your project, if you have any requirement of anything you want to be get performed, two actions together, then you will be using that promise.all. Otherwise, you will not be using that. Okay. Is that clear?
Okay.
Okay, right.
And one more.
Mm.
Explain that Load, 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 wait for load.
Carry on.
Yes, the thing is like, just open the code and
No, your
how
voice is
it will
breaking. Your voice is breaking, Leela. Can you repeat your question again?
Could you please explain that wait for load methods once again? How it will work? Hello?
Right, right. You have this page.
uh,
Now I'm clicking on the employee list. If I click on the employee list, this whole page is loading. So if I'm giving with the wait for load, it will wait until this whatever the whole page is there. This whole page it has to be loaded. Sometimes what will happen, this menus will load very fast. To load this, it will take some time. So when I'm given the wait for load state, because of the menus loaded, it will not go to the next step. It will wait until this whole page has been loaded. I mean, whole page has been available. Then it will go to the next step. That is what the functionality of load state.
but I didn't given any statement like this page only the right for wait test. Because we didn't pass any load
If you are not mentioning the load also, it will work it. For understanding purpose, I mentioned that load. If you're not mentioning also, it will be working it.
uh,
Oh,
how to consider it this stage only should be completed.
so this whole page is there, right? So this page, if all the if I'm having text boxes, I'm having drop down, all these things has been loaded, then it will go to the next step. If it is not loaded, it will wait it. So how much time it will wait in the playwright? 30,000 milliseconds is the default timeout. It will wait until that particular default timeout. Within that particular default time, it is loaded, it will continue. Otherwise, it will be giving any timeout error. Okay.
Just open that code servers. On that. Wait for load.
Hmm. No. What is the question here?
Yeah. For this page, you are providing that the page for load.
You're clicking on the logout.
Yes.
In the application, once you click on the logout, what is the result you will get?
Yes. Upload some of will go to the index login.
If I click on this logout, you're able to see login page is loaded.
Yes. Yes.
It was waiting for that page only. It will wait until this whole page has to be available. Once this whole page is available, then it will go to the next step. If this page is not available, it will wait it. Okay?
Oh.
Okay, right. All right, guys. Okay, then. Right. Take care about the practice and take care about tomorrow exam, guys. Thank you.